Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Silksong side quest and this very intimidating boss fight. With gauntlets before it, although I get the suspicion I'm only gonna have to deal with one of those gauntlet fights before the boss now. That's the impression I got from the shortcut opening toward the end there. I dearly hope that's how it works anyway, because otherwise, that's a lot of fighting to do before fighting. We'll see. I'm bringing in poison this time, because I think that'll work very well against this particular boss. Yes! This is as I hoped. Beautiful. Beautiful and good. All right. Just one round of fights, then boss. This we can do. A little warm-up is all. And we can knock him into spikes, come on now. That's a great option we have available to us. Enjoy those. Don't know if any of those even connected, but enjoy them. Thank you. Stop it. Get out of here. Thank you. Ow. You dare. You tiny little water balloon fish. This is a little hectic. We'll make it work. Ow. I don't need any of this in my life. Get out of here. Okay. I can work with this. Into the spikes. Or die, that's fine. Dying as an end result was the goal. There we go. Just swing it all around you there for a second. All right. Whew, got a little lucky there. And there, nice. All right. Time to go. Boss fight. I'm ready. Yeah. Bring it. Pinion, eat him. Yeah, just chipping away with poison seems like a great strategy against this dude. Yeah. Look out. Pretty good. Oh, you kind of forgot your little coral attack there. That's fine. I don't mind one bit. Get him, Pinion. Ow. Rude. Oops. A little hasty there. It's fine. A little hasty there, too, actually. Okay, come on now. A little closed in. A little claustrophobic. Oh, no. Ah. Not a good place to stay. Have fun with these. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped. It's fine. As better. That's what I'm wanting them to do. All right. Just stay in the zone. There you go. Got greedy, but it was worth it. Yeah, he's intense now. Maybe not a great place to have stayed. Get him, Pinion. Ow. Whew. Thanks for letting me heal. Come on now. All right, fine. Be that way. He's getting very spammy. Okay, should have known better than to do that. Oh, Pinion! Yikes! Yeah, get out of here! Our claws to crush, our claws to rule, our claws to save them all. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Obtained the encrusted heart. It beats deep and slow. So now we've got a spare. How nice. That went a lot faster than I expected. I thought that was going to be a lot more of today. Well, good for us. Lots of reading to do. Turns out, Krusty Khann, hardened warrior lord of a bygone age, able to command the coral crust to his bidding. For his stern stewardship, his legions seemed utterly loyal. For less combative bugs, his would have been a hard rule. Karak Gor, heavy, hard-shelled charger, relying on weight and strength. Far tougher for being matched inside their encrusted domain. They must have lived their whole lives within their tower to command it so. Alita, leaping hunter of a bygone age, the swiftest of their sect, deftly skilled with spinning foreblades. In contests of speed against strength, I've seen the swift more often triumphant, a lesson I've taken to my own heart. Core Crust Karaka, overgrown elder able to spawn burning bubbles from within its coral-cased shell. This bug's fusion with crust growth. It seems intentional, though I imagine the union's far from comfortable. And a few others. Umama, large gelatinous drifter, chases away threats by hurling its bulk around. When defeated, it splits into many smaller forms, yet another remarkable creature of this land before the monarch. And of course, Yuma, gelatinous coral drifter of a simple mind and placid demeanor. A creature at its most basic. This one's no threat to me, or any other. Steel Spine Kai, seeming soft but hiding a sharp surprise. Any larger predator attempting a bite would learn a pointed and painful lesson. Spinebeak Kai, steel-horned floater, able to defend itself and its companions. A critical member of the larger flock. Without them present, the Kai would be fast driven to extinction by larger predators. And a Kai. They once teemed around their tower, in numbers immense. It's a rare chance to witness such a bountiful display of life. Very good. And cool. And there's still one we're missing here. Scarily enough. In this little pack. Anyway. Gaze upon my heart collection. This is too many to have. For any bug. Might as well turn it in, though, because I don't have any other thoughts of what to do. Probably worth stopping by Bellheart to drop off some little keepsakes, and also to check the quest board, make sure there's nothing new there. Checking quest boards is actually a good idea. Let's do a quick little tour of places with quest boards, just to make sure there aren't any others popping up to be done. To Bellheart. I guess there's really only a couple places with these wish walls anymore. There used to be one at Bone Bottom, but that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, right. Install crawlbell. Yes, please. Yeah. Love it. How nice. Craw Memento. Iron emblem of the Court of Craws, absolving the bearer of all crimes past and future. Pretty good memento. But yeah, as far as I remember, the only places these exist anymore would be here and in the Songclave. So let's poke our head in there next. To the Songclave! Anything new here? I'll let you sleep. You're pretty busy these days, I imagine. I'm not seeing anything new, though. That golden knight's out there, sister, cutting down the lost, keeping us safe. Reckon this place would have already been overrun if not for them and their noble blades. Second Sentinel doing good work. And you have nothing? Yes, okay. Very well. Then I think it is time to talk to snails. To the snails! Hey, snailses. Guess what I have with an extra? It's time, shamans. I have the hearts, enough as requested. Enough to build your spell, yes? Aye, we're ready. Still, it's a sad set you're holding there. Strength such as few shall ever know. And all about to burn for Farloom's saving. I'll warn you, old one, this first part might not be pleasant, but we'll get you in there, deep as needed. Now you've only to ready yourself for what comes after. Lay up on the dais and we'll begin. Intimidating. Quest hasn't changed or anything, though, so why not? Our spells are woven, our parts prepared. Whenever you're ready, lay up on the dais and we'll begin. Best you don't dawdle now. Farloom's time is short and those hearts won't go on beating forever. Very well. Y'all do your thing, I'm gonna have a nap. Wow. Red memory, whoa. Cool. That procedure has quite the kick. I just rest my eyes for 5 seconds. And look what they've done. Thought there was floor there. There wasn't. Anyone else here with me? Here in red memory? Hello? Oh, no. I fold. Let's try this again. Okie dokie. There we are. Hello. Ooh. Neat. Anything else over here? Not really looking like it. Okay. We're tiny. Show us your craft, child. Show it splendid, as only we can teach. Prove yourself more weaver than worm. Little baby hornet is too precious. Entirely too cute. Big fan of Little Baby Hornet. I can only assume that is already a mod. Playable Baby Hornet. Wow. Still not floor. In the places that are not floor. Just to keep you all updated on my findings. Okay. This is neat. This is all very neat. Very much into it. Down we go. Hello? Anyone but me in here? Hello. Now these are some Hollow Nest relics that are pretty delightful to see. Is this an inverted... This looks like City of Tears, with the layout kind of flipped around a little bit. Hang on. Oh, it's not City of Tears. It is the distant village, I think. Yeah, it's the little bottom left corner of Hollow Nest with the little Weaver village, and this stuff was much more wrecked and ruined. Well, maybe this was the condition it was in then. Maybe this was here and broken just like this. That's cool, though. What a neat callback. This game is so good. Baby Hornet, though. So small. Ignore them, daughter. They're whispers. Greater, grander, weaver, guardian, queen. Those are their desires, not your own. Certainly not mine. Only if you resist them, you might see it. Another hope. Beyond. But to recall these words in time so far, will you even remember me, child? Could you? A mother, before the mask, before I lay forever in duty. Great little moments they're building here. I'm loving this. It's something I'd kind of been thinking about a bit, comparing Hollow Knight and Silksong. There's a lot less about Silksong that is vague in its storytelling and in its narrative generally. And I think for the better. Like, there's still lots of mystery, lots of spaces that are not filled in narratively. But it's very easy to follow this story as you go along. I'm definitely not reaching the end of this feeling like I don't know what's going on or what's just happened, which is the risk that you can run into when you are like keeping a lot of your narrative cards close to the chest. I think it's an easy trap to fall into. Like, FromSoft does a very good job at it. Not all the time. They sometimes fumble here and there. On the whole, they're very good at that vague narrative, but a lot of explicit history for you to uncover and find, and a narrative that can be pieced together pretty well. But it does lack a little bit of a something in the sort of like immediate understanding of the narrative. If you're wanting the narrative to be a more foreground element than it often is in FromSoft games. And I think a lot of the folks who have been inspired by FromSoft games, understandably, and tried to sort of replicate that, I think it's easy to fall into the trap of assuming that a vague story that is difficult to follow on a basic level, that you have to watch a lore video at the end to understand any part of. Like, I think it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that's what makes From's narrative work in the Souls and Elden Ring games engaging, and it's not. It's like an element of their storytelling tactic, but it's not the whole of it. And I feel like I've seen a lot of games lean into vagueness kind of to their own detriment, not knowing how to wield it effectively. And From does it as well. Like, I think Night Rain falls into that problem a lot, to be honest. But I don't know, this feels like a real showcase of the strength of more narrative clarity and the amount of added depth you can get from the narrative when more of it is clear, and so you can get into more of the nuances because your audience has familiarity with the basics around them. So if you start getting into nooks and crannies, they've got context for what any of it means. It's incredible that Team Cherry started in such a strong place with Hollow Knight and seems to just be getting so much better. Just from one game to the next. They have clearly learned a ton. Pretty sure I'm going backwards, though. Or at least I think I might be, because that looks like a direction I could not go. Unless I'm supposed to drop further down. That might be what's happening. Let me make sure. I rambled too long and forgot where I'd come from. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, nope, that was the right way. Good. Yikes. Saved it. And down we go. What an incredible game they've made. Getting a little brighter, but also kind of a little oranger, which... Oh, because Hive. Of course. Yeah, like, I kind of been piecing that together a bit already with the patterns on the needle, which I can't pull up the menu right now to look at, but the Hive hexagon patterns on the needle making me think that she'd spent some time with or been, in part, raised by the bees. If she was so small when Hera kind of disappeared to become part of the seal on the Hollow Knight, then makes sense she would need babysitters. BB-sitters, you might say. This is so neat. I've said it already, but them being so sparing with their use of anything familiar from Hollow Knight beyond Hornet herself. From resisting the urge to pull in familiar names, characters, places, concepts, like making this almost entirely new. Makes those rare instances where something familiar shows up hit way harder and feel way more exciting. In we go. Good. Better. Yet still you will need to be faster. In time, they'll come for you, those who fear your nature and those seeking to claim it. To survive our world, you must learn to sting, swift and sudden. Hornet, did you have a name? Before the bees probably gave you one? I wonder. Careful. And further down we go. It's a substantial dream. Looking a little bit more White Palace in architectural style now, I think. Yep. That is now the vibe I'm getting. I'm feeling incredibly spoiled right now. The fact that I am getting to play on the channel, probably simultaneously. I'm recording this a bit in advance, so I don't 100% know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that I'm getting to record Silksong and DLC to Little Gator Games. Basically, two of my favorite games I've discovered since starting this channel. Getting to play more Hollow Knight and more Little Gator Game at the same time. I feel spoiled. It's a very good time to have my exact tastes specifically. Would recommend. Careful. Whoops, that's not careful enough. Let's try again. I want to pogo on that tiny little thing. Boing. Oh, come on. Fine, I won't pogo on the spikes. I did it once, that's good enough. Okay. There we are. And further down we go. Ooh, those are some familiar elements. White glowing roots. Yeah. Alas, spider's child. For our ways you will think us harsh. You'll think us uncaring, unrepentant, and so we must seem. for such is the cost of our wish. Look at that little armored look you kind of had going there, Hornet. You are wrong, lady. I knew the wish and the price to achieve it, and now, across these many ages, I've only come to know it better. Strength, in mind, in care, in claw. Strength enough that I may live to see a world better than our own, or to craft a world as I desire. That was the wish of my mother, of my mentor, and of you. Indeed, Spider. So much pain you must have passed to speak our hope so simply. For her you become, who knows clear our desire and has seen full the darkness beneath our house. I would show you the gift. Witness the first light, the only means we possess to resist that void with which our family is forever linked. Reach forth, child grown strong. Wrest it from this remembrance. Burn yourself free from our sad fate. Obtained the Everbloom. Fragile flower taken from a deep and distant memory. Its pale light wards against the void. That reminds me of a thing, actually. Like, fragile flower, we've had some experience with those in Hollow Knight, delivering them a long way. Back when there was only one delivery quest to do. But I do remember, if you, like, and I don't remember if we definitely didn't see this in my playthrough because I didn't deliver the fragile flower to the Godseeker, who you do all that, like, Pantheon boss rush stuff through. But if you bring a fragile flower to them, then the ending you get, by default, they are covered and completely consumed by the void. If you've brought them a flower, the flower seems to allow them to, like, resist it and fend it off, which was a neat, if very mysterious detail that it was hard to glean much from. This clarifies a lot. And also explains a little better how the Pale King and royal family were able to defend them, like protect themselves from the void while working so closely with it. Oh, that's neat. It's connecting some dots. Snails. Huh. Last dive. Dive into the void and cut Farloom free. My. Still just gonna keep this, for the memories, I guess. Never know when you'll need a spare. Ethereal flower plucked from a deep and distant memory glows with soft pale light that wards against the void. Rad. I guess our remaining options are go down to the abyss and almost certainly do the final battle boss fight stuff. Or make sure that we are truly done all up here. Feels like we should kind of do that first, right? I'll figure out what the plan is over the weekend. Like, we're definitely going to do some level of backtracking. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be a week or more of it. We'll see. Snails, are y'all just gone now? I'm kind of assuming yes. Not really expecting to find y'all down here. Probably. Yeah. Unless they're waiting outside somewhere. That spell might have taken a lot out of them. Okay. Let's do check outside at least. Make sure no one's lingering around. Kind of seeming like no, though. This has all gone such cool places. What a game. Let's go to Bellheart. It's a good chill for the weekend spot, what with hot tub and all that. To Bellheart we go! Alrighty. Because yeah, it does feel like there is still some stuff to do. If we just look at, like, completion percentage. We still got 3% to go. We need another spool fragment. We need another mask shard. We still have a tool we don't have. Somewhere. Here, this one. We have 6 enemies we have not encountered yet, at all. And we can kind of look at their placement here and draw perhaps some conclusions. Let's see. Got all these, but we got one missing here. Kind of between this unique enemy and these bosses from Deep Docks, so there could be one lingering around the Deep Docks area, sort of, that we're missing. I saw a couple here, right? Hard to guess. Like, these things have been everywhere, so these could be as well. One missing here, in between all this, from the Coral Tower, and this from that little side area. No idea where to look for that. Maybe New can provide a hint or two. I bet they will, actually. This is probably something to find up at Mount Fay. Ooh. Wing mold. False fly with a rune-etched shell. A tortured mix of soul and void is caged within. A crude construct of my father's fallen domain. Only a fool believes that void can be fashioned to do their bidding. Something up above the cradle to find still, clearly. And I have a good 30-something of these that I need to defeat a few more enemies for anyhow, but that can be done while backtracking. And I'll probably have a look at a completed world map and to make sure there aren't any parts that look wildly unfamiliar and don't reflect what I'm seeing here. That's probably a good idea. Just in case they're hiding something else huge. But yeah, I'll put together a little backtrack plan to make sure that we've covered all of our Act 3 bases before we head down below to whatever awaits. And I'll see y'all Monday with a plan. Let's get in the hot tub. We've earned it, I think. Ooh. Yeah. Good times. Ooh. And another one of these just as a memento now. Or we just keep, just keeping it on the shelf. I guess if we had done the quest, if we had not gone for the 4th one, if I hadn't gone up to defeat the, like, Coral Tower boss, and I'd gone and done the quest first, I guess that's the heart that I would have on the shelf instead? Because that would be the one left? I assume yes. Y'all have a good one, though, and I'll see you Monday with a backtrack plan. Take care, all of you, and goodbye!